What happened yesterday is the mainstream commentary fans got a view of what Spicy Chat's about. When you see what he is, when you see what a phony he is, you got the guy, the king of Spicy Chat, telling people that they're despicable and immoral. It's like, wait a minute. So when somebody says, well, technically, you really can't judge him, all it does is build resentment among regular working people and people that use this as a guilty pleasure. They're just like, get the out of here. And no commentary Civil War from me. Panic Punk, what I miss, I hear the commentary community what's happening. No. Not here it isn't. I'm opting out. I decided to follow Nick's lead. Nick is not going to be commenting on the damn thing. I won't go that far, but I said that I would be doing all these things. I was going to go over Augie's little interview or what have you, because I didn't know where a lot of this was coming from. I do now. So really happy to see that nobody really fell for, like, there's only so long, there's like a rules, these sort of semantic debate rules that commentators and drama people have to play, rules to play by. Regular working people, regular people that can, that you don't have to put some subjective high school arguing with your teacher. I didn't curse, I said hell. Hell's not a curse word. That's officially a curse word. And that's what this has kind of devolved to. I am very happy to see, after being a victim of Feed My Family, that whole meme, nobody bought this shit. They saw it exactly for what it was. Any further comment on my part would only further the Civil War, which probably will happen anyway. But right now I'm opting out. So I'm going to break my promise. I'm not covering all these response. I'm pretty satisfied with what I saw and how the public just didn't fall for the stuff that usually works within the community itself. But you see Queeman laughing and giggling, and people are telling you, don't believe your lying eyes. It just didn't work. It's really kind of funny. Like, you had Queeman say, hey, the skulls aren't going to work, and the your bride's not going to work. Well, yeah, it is. I guess if you want to look at if you want to look at his concepts and something like that. Oh, that was the other thing, that thing he tweeted. They had the definition of doxing. What happened yesterday is the mainstream commentary fans got a view of what Spicy Chat's about. You probably know about it over here, but now a mainstream audience and they dealt with it as I'm used to seeing it. They got a nice little view. They got a nice little view of what they're about, and like, you guys knew what they're about, and you're not buying it. You don't. You're not buying this dog ate way homework. Well, that's not necessarily true. Sort of arguments are being put out there, and I think I hope this is like the beginning of I'm sick of the YouTube debates, and this is supposed to be just like my fun little what do you call that when you have like a hat, like wrestling, like a hat, like a hobby you don't want anybody to know about, like kind of your secret little hobby. And Queeman's done a lot of unnecessary damage, made friends. But you know what? I should have known it's just a matter of time. When you see what he is, when you see what a phony he is, you got the guy, the king of Spicy Chat, telling people that they're despicable and immoral. It's like, wait a minute. So it really, guilty pleasure. There you go. So that's it. As far as like analyzing and going over this or that and the other thing, yeah, that's commentary Civil War. I'm sure somebody's going to swing at me, but I'm going to deal with it the way I've been dealing with it before. Come on to Mike, face me. You're afraid, you ran. Nope. I think everybody's kind of figured the whole thing out. And it looks like, as bad as Queeman's crowd is, it sounds like old DDD guys are 10 times worse. My guess is you're going to be seeing leaks from Destiny from now until Christmas. I think that's what's happened because he's just as ruthless as they are, and they're just using all the. I mean, they come from the same community. Mortal Kombat needs to shut the fuck up. Ugh. That's driving me berserk. So I think you're going to see more like Jstlk got exposed again. We had Kyle Rittenhouse got exposed, and I don't think it's going to wash by saying, "Well, look who leaked this." Rather, well, there's a police report with it. The guy that's got the domestic violence stuff is also calling Tommy C a pedophile. And he's also going after, oh, wait a minute, everybody that's around Nick Diorio, with the exception of Chud. So you guys know that. So this whole thing, when you come out and say, well, that's not technically true, and how do you know when you have to prove it? Like, it's the metaphor I gave before. If there's a guy with an axe and he's dripping blood across the street, he might have slaughtered a lamb to feed his family, and he might have killed his family. So when somebody says, well, technically, you really can't judge him, all it does is build resentment among regular working people and people that use this as a guilty pleasure. They're just like, get the fuck out of here. And the only thing left to do is to say, you're stupid. You're an idiot. And that never works. So, viel Glück, mein Freund. And no commentary Civil War from me. And that's the best thing about, there's no clout here. There's nothing to take. Because that's what this Civil War thing is about. It's about take. It's about what is somebody saying? It's Queen's little trick is demanding a clout exchange through Nick. It almost has some Mama Max vibes to it. Well, you can say, no, you're disgusting. These aren't your principles. You aren't this. You aren't. How? No. Now what? You ran. So what? I didn't run. I just didn't give in. So what are you gonna do? You get some fucking semantic debate with Aiden? A guy that's absolutely up his own ass. Or you got these guys that, probably are a lot more vicious than we know. And I have a feeling Destiny's going to be letting us know just how vicious they are. I wonder, it's going to be really interesting who name pops out of there. And I saw something else. Well, Destiny doesn't care about Willie. No, he doesn't. He was just getting even with his enemies. No shit, Sherlock. That doesn't change what was in Willie's video. If Willie made a mistake or got something wrong, it doesn't undo it. Queeman has the credibility problem, not Willie Mack. Queeman has the credibility deficit, not Willie Mack. So anything Willie about, please just spend some cloud capital at the very worst. And it's not much. So there you go. There's my statement. You don't like it, stick it up your ass. Tommy, your chat is full of K-Man sims. Yeah, well. Maybe well, there's a whole, apparently, it's organized. The whole thing is organized, according to Destiny. You know what? What was it you said? What is it you said? You said that every time I mention them, Lumpy Willie pops out of nowhere, right? Not this time, I noticed, right? And then all of a sudden we get a jump like 50 people, anywhere from 50 to 100 people after that. When they come in the chat, and we were like, how is that happening? And you were like, I think Lumpy Willie, you said, is like a sign to us. Is that your exact words?
I was saying that I think they have scouts that like go and watch the stuff and see like who says things about what.
Does this kind of prove it?
It might.
I don't know. It's a little schizo, to be honest with you, but oh shit. Oh, I don't want to look at his lolly either. Whatever the fuck. Here's a cute example of this. So this is like, I don't know, what does this fucking thing do here?
Anytime like something is said in the video, you can search for it and see how many videos this appears in. So it's like Destiny in this case used always be clipping and found all these examples of Queeman saying always be clipping, whether it's about him or not.
That's so weird. Encourages his fans to create Twitter accounts. Most of these guys follow me, I think. I can't get the thing. I know Lumpy.
You actually don't need to interact with real people ever.
Can't wait to show you guys the next
Teddy
project.
donated $5. Can't wait to show you guys my next project talking with Floyd. It's gonna be me having a wholesome conversation with George Floyd to prove that death doesn't have to be the end, it can be a beginning.
They've already done that.
Yeah.
It was George
It was
Droid.
tasteless then, too. So Queen
It
constantly
really was.
encourages fans to create Twitter accounts and clip spams to run narrative control. The narrative control is a little weird. I think it's just, well, aren't these guys always going about harassment? I think that's what it's supposed to do. And then they ran into me, and I can't be moved. Here's just a few accounts that follow me around. I went through them. I think all of them but one followed me.
You actually don't need to interact with real
Thank
people
you.
ever.
Is that
Bonnie
right?
donated $5. Wish, word it so I don't have to hear you complaining about Kumin or whatever.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Narrative control. Maybe we can do them too. Well, now that we're on this topic. So, I don't know. I think you're going to see a lot of this. You're just going to see leaking. I think he's got files on top of files. It's a guess. Files on top of files in these guys. I think he probably used unethical ways to get them. I don't care. If they're true. And why would I care? After what's been said about me. My family, my wife, my father, I don't give a fuck. We want me to be principled about it? From people who aren't principled? Oh, fuck off. I told everybody Destiny was a scumbag a long time ago, so kiss my ass. But Tommy considered now, charity stream for me. I'm making any money. How am I going to do a charity stream? Fucking like pretty much a hobby at this point. It's over, Johnny. It's over. So this ought to be funny too. In retrospect, Jstlk admits that it was a mistake not to treat Cherry as insane. He also admits the beginning was never believing or caring about anything related to Pixie. What? He didn't even initially believe Cherry's accusation against me until she flew to his house. I've seen him say he didn't bang this chick. I find that almost unbelievable. Oh, no. Maybe she got to look at fucking Family Guy. I know I'm fat, but this part of my face doesn't touch this part of my shoulder. He also complained that Cherry was non-consensually sending him nudes. What a homo. It's one thing if you don't like the girl. It's another thing if you're fucking her. There you go. Let's see. Destiny is fat. Is he? Just sad. I think I invested too much. I kind of spent too little time with my family to try to help Cherry. I'm trying to too little time with my family. Does he have kids? Here's
I think he means like his parents.
His parents? Oh. Move out. My daughter did. We have better programs over here and stuff. We get the kids move and become adults. And in the States, you're never expected to become an adult. And that's parents' fault. After Tommy turns fucking 18, you can tell him to sleep outside until he gets his own place. I put her in a high priority in my life after I banned her for not respecting the time. What a weirdo. Every time you fucking give any, like these incels bitch about never getting chicks, and then when they get chicks, they cannot handle it, and they treat them like shit. Monkey Jones did this great thing, like about this girl that gave an incel a chance. She dated him for like 2 years. By the end of 2 years, he's beating the shit out of her. You know, she flips on me and tries to nuke me publicly. Wait a minute, you knew she had BPD, right? You asshole. So I think I need to probably work on my own stuff. I'm extremely frustrated. She had BPD, right? Didn't you say that?
Yeah.
Didn't you agree with President Sunday's point and say that's taken advantage of? You know what you're getting into? Oh, I know. You didn't know what you were getting into. When she was kind of melted down on me, I didn't cut her off the same way. Why would you post this? And by the way, there's no way Quayman didn't know about this. I'm sure he was just as fucking. Notice they're not talking about Wild Kittenhouse anymore. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye. I treat her like she was insane for lying about her feelings. All right. Sounds the same. Which was, in retrospect, a huge mistake. I'm done talking about it. I bet nobody asked you. If I bring it up again, please slap some sense into me verbally. It's silly to spend more time looping on. Wow. I just talked Jstlk down from the ledge over the cherry shit initially because I assumed he was just freaking out that he took her side or something, or might have fucked his stream over unnecessarily. I'm sure that's the priority because he didn't give a shit about Pixie. Well, that's not him saying that. That's this guy saying that. What the fuck do I know? I mean, his defense is Kelly is likely lying about everything. I don't know who fucking Kelly is. I don't care. So I don't know if this
Kelly Jean,
whatever. I don't care. These fucking. I have no empathy for the fucking women that, unless you actually really have some kind of disability. In which case, Destiny is kind of fucking fucked for that. If he knew, which I doubt. So it's particularly worthwhile. He said that the lies I told her are easily disprovable things. So why doesn't he disprove them then? No, all that means that he was lying to me, which is still very weird. Oh, guys are lying to each other. Shocking. Fuck off, Lynn. Although he already said unsolicited. He already said the unsolicited nude things were true. I don't know. He's framing this as me going after Cherry, and I'm not. My response is directly related to the nasty snipe he made about my ex beforehand. Like women. I mean, this literally looks like my fucking wife's WhatsApp. Jerk offs. If you think Sunday was on Jstlk's side, you might have to read further. Well, Jstlk was on his side. But I know what kind of person he is now. Jstlk will just accuse me of lying when he knows that I'm not. Oh, really? Well, join the club, fuck face. Actually, a rat fuck of a person. Really? So you misjudged Jstlk and you misjudged Destiny. That's pretty funny. He wrote something else, didn't he? Didn't he back this up? Didn't he reply to this? It's a mistake. I'm believing Sherry. Yeah, he didn't give a fuck about her. I'm sure he didn't. Like you didn't give a fuck about Willie. No. Yeah, what the fuck? Let me go back this time. Okay. It seems he lied when they said they started dating too. They were dating at least as early as February. Oh, that's funny. I remember Jstlk blackmailed Dan. Jstlk. I do remember. I think Kelly should address Jstlk's request for her to leak. Let me know if you need help with the dump. You'll assume Jstlk is a lying fuck if a single post has been deleted. Oh, Jesus. This is the DM. If he's desperate for me to link this to the same time in VOD when I can. You told me Cherry sent you an unsolicited nude and that she's insane schizo. You knew that. Like, can you imagine if, like, assuming that this guy is telling the truth, which we don't know.
Oh, I know. Okay, so the Dusty is fat guy is the Kelly Jean person.
Oh, it's Kelly Jean. What's the odds of her lying then? Isn't she in the in group?
She was, I
Wait a minute,
guess. Now she's not.
Is she the fucking weird English broad that does the streams with him?
I think she is, yeah.
So what's the odds of her lying?
Well, seeing as those were DMs, now that we know who that was in the first image.
She's the one's like clipping her nails and shit and trying to act all above it. What a weirdo. Does she know what Jstlk looks like? Fucking, I can smell the cat litter. Everything else you said in various meltdowns. And they all hate each other, too. What a shock. Pretty soon, Queen's going to be demanding for you to hate Jstlk. Or you're despicable and you don't believe in your
I don't think they
principles.
can afford to do that right now.
Did put a one in the chat if you heard they were on an island and they were all going to eat each other. Let's see. What in the last month since I started the Chud Logic? Jstlk down. Ryle, which I didn't expect. Queeming, Big L. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Something tells me Destiny's going to leak it. I can't wait to get the Destiny allegations. I don't have nothing to do with this fucking guy. I did talk to him once, however. Years ago. I talked to this dude, dad was smiling on VC. I can't believe I stuck up for his now girlfriend before he did. Kelly, lol. It's bad people ruining bad people. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's wonderful. You know what it is? The public is so stupid. You are stupid. That's why you don't believe me. I put the definition of doxing in the corner. It was a lower third, and it came out when I called Willie, not a message to Willie Mack. You're so stupid. You're such an idiot. Moving on. What do you want, leader, before we go?
Hey.
What do you got?
No, we're done talking.
Yeah.
I was thinking, why don't you try and host why don't you try and get Augie and
No. Why? Did you listen to my show? Did you listen to my show, the whole fucking thing?
I've been listening.
You're probably just starting trouble.
Yeah,
You're probably just starting trouble. You know, you've always been like that for years. Don't think I haven't noticed, by the way. You know, you kidding me? I start out the fucking show that I'm not getting involved in this shit in Civil War, and I'm following his lead. So why didn't you do this? I've turned down every fucking interview, right? And by the way, you're the one that notified me about Kyle Rittenhouse fucking copying down everything I did, probably because he told you. So, I mean, get the fuck out of here, dude. In fact, go. Goodbye.
Oh, wow.
Go.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What? Let me ask you something. What about anything? Did I say anything that wasn't the truth?
Well, first off, hold on. You're coming at me really hard.
Oh, really?
Trying to start
Welcome to fucking Shot for the Point, bitch.
Sure. I guess what I was trying to say is that you could, I think that, it seems to me that Willie Mack and fucking Augie, they were like one conversation away from that entire segment in Willie's video not happening at all.
What do you mean? What would put you that?
I think Augie said something on his stream that he missed a call from Willie a couple of days before this.
What were those guys doing? Let me ask you something. What were those guys doing to me for the past year?
Buddy.
Answer that question. No. Augie didn't do it. What were those guys doing?
Queeman,
what were they doing?
Are you talking about Queeman?
Yes, I'm talking.
Sure,
about
they've been doing stream after stream on you, but Augie hasn't been Queeman, right?
You think no, I didn't say that, did I? I'm sure you'd like me to say that so you could start trouble. Do you think are you and me are the only ones that know that?
No.
No. Okay. Do you think Nick knows about that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Didn't he mention it to Queeman directly?
Wait, we're talking about Queeman doing streams on you, right?
That streams on me, nothing. Anybody can do a fucking stream on me. I'm talking about pedo shit, motherfucker.
Hold on.
Are you gonna play dumb? You play dumb, you can hang out. All right? You play dumb. Here's the thing. I don't know fucking how anybody could sit there and say they were one conversation away when you look at the past fucking year and see what those guys have done, not joking around, and that any of my friends would bother with that shit. One conversation? Really?
Between Willie and Augie.
Yes!
But hold on. Tommy, hold on. Do you think that Augie follows?
Stop asking me about Augie, motherfucker. Listen to what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what you're doing. This is why they're all fucked over there, because they're playing stupid. I'm using you as an example, by the way. To be straight up
Okay.
honest with you.
Oh,
So why do you
I'm
think
being-
after everything that's done, why would fucking one phone call fix it?
Hold on, between like Augie and between no, I said it was one phone call from it not happening. I didn't say it was one phone call from it fixing it. I don't know if that's possible.
It's
But, hey, why not?
impossible.
And Tommy, I don't know, like I don't like watch every single stream about you or anything like that. I mean, I occasionally tune in. I mean, I know that.
Remember, you used to
very
suck
hard
Tonk.
on
You used to play me against Tonk. Remember that back in the day?
I don't think I ever played.
Ah,
against
yeah, I know.
Lolcow.
I know. Who's that guy with the agent? Were you around then? The guy with the one, the Cabos guy, the draw the skull. Remember that one? Remember that one, leader?
The Carvos guy.
No, I was talking. Yeah. Weren't you sucking ace balls back in the day? I can't remember. That one's a little grayer. I'll be honest with you.
I think that one was before me.
It was before you. All right. If fuck, I tell you something. If they want to fucking fix it, they should probably get on the phone. I'll agree with you on that. But the fact that like everybody could ignore what they've done to other people, what they've done to myself, what they've done to Star, and just say and pass this up to some kind of fucking miscommunication, that would mean that Augie, that would mean that Willie hasn't seen what was going on there.
Well,
This is why they're in trouble. They're playing dumb. They're acting like no one's ever seen this shit before. Do you get what I'm saying? Honestly, leader?
I get what you're saying. I mean, like the every time like when that group of people does like a stream about people, there is some really harsh criticism that comes out of them. The way they
saying I'm a
the way
bad
they
father and
talk
then I
about
fuck
people-
my daughter isn't
The way
harsh
they-
criticism, you asshole.
I was getting to that.
Yeah,
You just
okay.
cut me off. I was gonna say that it was fucking, and they're incredibly rude. They're hard to deal with, and you know
And they say that I fuck my daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
You say
well, Lumpy Willie said it yesterday, or insinuating. It's a big fucking laugh. That's not harsh criticism. What I'm doing is harsh. What I'm doing is harsh right now.
Yeah, sure. I agree with you, but you did cut me off before I could finish, Tommy. So you didn't let me get the full thing out there.
Okay.
The full
Get it out there. I don't know. The buildup seems disingenuous. Because yes, it was just. You think it was just harsh criticism, just being goofed on? You think we'd be having this conversation?
No, I didn't say that. I was gonna get to that point. I just wanted to I was just trying to mentally buffer my way into saying that in a streamable way. I don't think it's right. Someone's messaging you about your daughter or calling you Peter. I don't think that's right.
I don't want to hear this.
I
I want to point you to something in the past. Yeah, passing that off as the bants. All right. Here's the thing. Normal people, like people that, I don't know, have families, get married. That's not the bants.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
That's serious.
I agree.
That's serious. That's serious. Yeah. I guarantee you that I'm sure Willie's seen some of it. At least some of it. We haven't talked about it, but he's seen a shit ton of that. I know because I've talked to Nick about it. We've talked about it publicly. So do the math.
All right.
Do the math.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Tommy. I get why you're fucking pissed off. I'm not entirely convinced Augie is.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely convinced Augie is like dialed into every fucking thing, everything that goes on from
I don't know.
in charge.
I have no idea what Augie's into. I couldn't tell you.
Look, I wasn't exactly prepared for an entirely contentious talk with you today.
You know what? And then talk to me straight up and honestly, and I'll be more respectful to you. You're passive aggressive with me. I'll be right back to you.
I thank you for having me on the stream, Tommy.
Bye.
Have a nice day.